Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about this thing on Monday Night Raw. Probably the best, well, actually it was the best thing of the show, which was the opening segment. First 7 minutes, it was just Roman just gloating and all that bullshit with about Seth Rollins, yada yada yada, fucking, whatever, same old bullshit with Roman Reigns always. And then LA Knight comes out. And LA Knight totally fucking schooled Roman Reigns on the mic. He schooled him so badly on the fucking mic that Roman actually broke character for a little bit. Briefly. He broke fucking character. That's how fucking LA Knight, LA Knight is the man. Alright, he won that fucking promo. I don't want to hear from these Roman Reigns dick riders in the comment section. You know damn well he lost this promo battle. But anyways, the reason why I'm not happy about this is because I know the reality of the situation. See, I know what you're fucking doing, WWE. We're not fucking stupid. Okay? You don't want LA Knight in the Money in the Bank match because you know he's an odd-on favorite to win, and then you're going to somehow have him lose, so then people are going to get mad. So instead what you're going to do is you're going to have him in a world title match against Roman Reigns and have him lose. That's what you're going to fucking do. Now, Money in the Bank is not until early October. They moved it from the September date. But that's what they're fucking doing. That's what they're fucking doing. You know that's what they're doing. I heard reports now that Trick Williams is probably going to win it. What the fuck is this? Trick Williams has been on the main roster for like 7 months. He is not as over as LA Knight. LA Knight should have been the bank winner years ago. All right, and you kept screwing him over. Now you're not going to probably even have him in the match because you're going to put him in a world title match so he can fucking lose to Rome, because we know damn well they're not going to have this dick-riding, fucking overrated fucking wrestler lose, because he can't fucking lose ever. He can't even lose by cheating. You can't even have a cheating fucking loss for Roman. He can't fucking lose ever. All right, he needs fucking 500 people to lose a match, when your old-time legends need to help out to make sure Roman loses, because that's the only time Roman loses, right? He only loses when, WrestleMania 40, when all the legends come out at the end. That's the only time Roman can fucking lose. He can't fucking lose to anybody. So that's not gonna freaking happen, because that's how much WWE fucking for Roman. That's what they do with Roman. Okay? You know what I mean. I can't say it because it's fucking YouTube, but you know what they do. So that's what's gonna happen. And then we see this thing with, it's like LA Knight, right? He gets a tag match victory, a 6-man tag match victory. But what is it, guys? What is it? What are they doing? LA Knight hasn't had a significant victory besides tag matches. Couldn't even beat Jacob Fatu a couple of weeks ago. Okay? Even with interference going on, they couldn't give LA Knight that victory. LA Knight should have beaten Jacob Fatu a couple of weeks ago. I mean, he should have beat him at WrestleMania, but they didn't do that, of course, a couple years ago. But at the same time, they could have had him beat Jacob Fatu a couple of weeks ago, and that would have given LA Knight a little momentum going up against Roman, all right? Especially then him winning the tag match. But no, we can't do that. We can't have Jacob fucking lose. We have to have Jacob Fatu totally fucking murder fucking Powerhouse Hobbs in the middle of the ring, okay? Bloodering him to death, essentially, okay? Well, that's what we have to fucking do. So we can't have him lose. So this is what we're dealing with. Now, again, I could be wrong. I mean, LA Knight applied that it could be WrestleMania, it could be Rumble. I mean, he was naming all the pay-per-views. So it might not be Money in the Bank, but I think it will be. There's a 2-month build they can do because I don't think there's another September pay-per-view. Apparently, Roman is going to work AAA too, by the way, now, according to the end of the show. Because Roman didn't know Rey Mysterio was the general manager. He's like, I do now. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I'm so fucking sick of this mob boss bullshit that they present Roman Reigns as. Like, dude, you are not that fucking good. Like, oh my fucking God. He is not that fucking good. And they present him as like the greatest thing ever. That, I'm the mob boss. I fucking can do whatever I want. What the I'm so sick and tired of Roman. I am so fucking sick and tired of him. Like, I'm... Oh, my God. I mean, I thought I hated fucking John Cena, man. Like, God, I fucking hate Roman Reigns as a character. Fucking God. I'm like, dude, you are not fucking hot shit. You are not. Okay? Like, there are so many better wrestlers than him. So many people better on the mic than him. He's not even as good as The Rock. Okay, The Rock was better. Man, I wish they would just bring back The Rock just so we can fucking beat him now. Like, because the reports were that The Rock was originally going to beat Roman, right? That was the, like, fucking, I kind of wish they would fucking do it now. Just to fucking shove his ass, like, at this point. Because I'm so fucking sick and tired of Roman being presented as this fucking unstoppable motherfucker. And that he's this stupid-ass mob boss that can't fucking be defeated. Okay? You know, I argue Roman has hurt an entire generation of wrestlers by doing his booking. Because how can anybody, let's be objective here, how can any wrestler today become a star now? How can anybody? Like, I mean, like, at the level that Roman, Punk, and Cody are at right now. I mean, Cody got there by, having to leave and come back and all that other shit that he did. But how can any other wrestler today seriously become like at that level now? Because I don't think anybody can, because Roman has just totally fucked the entire bar where no one can fucking be beaten. Like, before you had, top wrestlers, Triple H, Punk, Austin, Rock, Angle, all those guys, all those top tier guys would eventually lose. Like, they didn't always win. Even when Austin was at the top of his game, he lost matches. I mean, yeah, he got robbed in most of them, but he still would lose. Even if it was like in a cheating way. He lost to Kane in the first blood match because Undertaker interfered. You know what I'm saying? They can't even do that anymore because Roman has been presented as a guy that just can't fucking lose. And then they do all these stupid-ass finishing moves, like 5 finishing moves, just to put somebody down. Like, it's another reason, I hate these fucking constant false finishing moves that everybody does now. Where, now everybody fucking can't lose until they do their finishing move 500 times or do a super variation of it, 5 times through the ropes to do a spear, or, Seth Rollins tried to do the stomp off the turnbuckle or whatever. Shit like that, like, it fucking destroys the credibility of anything. It's like LA Knight, like, what, how many Blood Force traumas does he need to do to beat him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, nobody in their right mind thinks that LA Knight is gonna beat Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank if that's the title match. If that's the match that if that's the match they're heading for Roman Reigns, is him defending the title against LA Knight at Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Nobody in their outright mind, no matter what LA Knight does in the 2 months build for it, there's nobody, not even people that are fans of LA Knight like myself, are credibly going to believe that this guy is going to fucking lose. Because everybody knows that it's all determined, for Survivor Series when he faces Obafemi, because I do believe that that's what they're leaning towards. He still has his King of the Ring title match, unless they do Punk, unless they have him face Punk, but he's going to face one of those guys at Survivor Series. Obafemi is facing one of those guys at Survivor Series. Like, that's facts. Braun Breaker is going to face him at Money in the Bank. But they're building towards, or maybe on a Raw, I don't know. But they're definitely building towards, I think they're building towards Survivor Series. 'Cause that's the next big four pay-per-view, is Survivor Series. That's where you do his King of the Ring title match, because supposedly he still has his King of the Ring title match. He never actually relinquished it, apparently, even though they never really said. So nobody in their right mind is going to believe that LA Knight and Roman Reigns, if they face off, LA Knight's going to win. And then it's going to turn into the, basically the burial. Again, it's going to turn into the burial because Roman Reigns his title reign right now is him beating everybody on his own. Because he cheated in all his other title defenses when he had his 1,000-day reign. Okay? So now he's going to just beat everybody cleanly. So, I mean, this is the presentation that we have to deal with. LA Knight's going to get screwed, guys. And I truly believe that the only reason why they're doing this match is because they don't want people to go anal shit if he's in the Money in the Bank match and he doesn't win it. Because everyone went ape shit about all of the Money in the Bank matches, honestly, but obviously the one last year, people were extremely pissed off he didn't win. And then they were also even more pissed off when the stupid intentionally trying to ruin kayfabe show revealed that, it wasn't even the finish that they wanted. That LA was supposed to do something different, but he didn't. And so, he missed his quote-unquote moment, according to Triple H, even fucking though he wasn't going to win the match anyway. So his moment was irrelevant because there was no fucking moment. If you're not winning the match, there is no fucking moment. Okay? There is no fucking moment. When I heard that, I thought Triple H just completely lost his fucking marbles, or this show is just bullshit. And after the Braun Breaker bit that I heard about, which I talked about on my community tap, I didn't talk about this on a video, but after I heard about the Braun Breaker thing on fucking Twitter, I completely am convinced that this show is fucking bullshit. Now, that show is completely bullshit. They fucking. I'm not saying that what Triple H did in Gorilla didn't actually happen, but they edited it. They do manipulational editing for certain spots. Because notice how you don't hear them say anything to Seth Rollins about it, which obviously they recorded Seth Rollins. You don't hear them say, Triple H going up to Seth Rollins about the finish or whatever, about how he made a mistake. No, they don't bring that up. They don't bring that up because they intentionally are manipulating the narrative because they know that's I figured out this show without even watching this show. Because the only things I've seen from this breaking kayfabe fucking show, because I'm not calling it by its real name, the only thing I've ever seen about this breaking the kayfabe show is, or ruining kayfabe show, is the clips that I've seen on Twitter. Okay? I figured this out, this stupid ass fucking show out. Okay? They clip the shit that they want. They clip the shit they want. Their little board meeting things are bullshit. Okay? They clip the shit that they want. And that's the stuff that they put on the show because they want the narrative of people that they don't like or people that they do like that they want you to like on the real show. So when they did that bullshit with LA Knight, they were trying to get people to hate him because he fucked up. Right? They wanted to spread the narrative that, oh, you know, LA Knight, you know, he went into business for himself by doing this. That's why they fucking did that. It was clever manipulation. Of course, it didn't fucking work because people are still fucking cheering for LA Knight and they're giving a big fuck you to Triple H and the creative for being fucking assholes for not pushing the guys that we want. Okay? That's what they're fucking doing. And it's the same thing what they just did to Braun Breaker. They're saying, oh, well, we don't want Braun Breaker to be force-fed down our throat. When the fuck has that ever been a thing for WWE? If WWE really believed someone was being force-fed, do you really think they give a fuck? Have they ever given a fuck? They never gave a fuck when Roman was being force-fed. They never gave a fuck when other wrestlers that they pushed since have been force-fed. So why do they give a fuck now with Braun Breaker? Now, of course, hindsight being 2020, it was a good thing Braun Breaker didn't win the Rumble because he would have been the first person in Royal Rumble winning history that would have had to vacate his title shot because, of course, as we all know, a week later, he injured his hernia and wouldn't have been back until a couple of days before WrestleMania. You know, he did make his return at WrestleMania after a match, but obviously he would not have been healthy enough to wrestle because he would have had to build that match. And obviously him not being medically cleared, he wouldn't have been able to build that match, so he would have had to relinquish his Royal Rumble title shot at WrestleMania, which would have been the first person to ever had to have done that. So, hindsight being 2020, it was a good thing that Braun Breaker didn't win the Royal Rumble, but at the same time, you know, the reason why he didn't win the Rumble was fucking stupid. Okay? You know, I never addressed that because I didn't feel like making a video about it, but I did I did make an entire community post about it. Nobody commented on it, but I did make a community post. I told you guys, you know, if I don't make a video about everything, you know, make sure to check those community posts on YouTube because I will give my thoughts on stuff. But you know, but that's the thing, then, and that's the fucking thing, is like, that stupid Breaking Kayfabe show, they are trying to, that show, I figured that show out. That show is just basically a breaking narrative type show. They are trying to show you behind the curtain stuff of people that they don't like or people that they do like. And by doing that, they are trying to get you to like somebody or hate somebody based on the way they're editing. Okay, so that when they do the real show, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, whatever, or pay-per-view, whatever, they want you to get behind that. Now, of course, it's not, as I said, it's not working. Okay, it's not working because, you know, obviously people are still cheering for LA Knight. You know, people are still invested in Braun Breaker. I mean, you know, it seems like, you know, the past couple of weeks, Braun Breaker has been a punching bag to Austin Theory, but then just today on Raw, you know, he actually just totally squashed Joe Henry. So now I guess he's back to being like the Braun Breaker we've seen at the beginning of the year. But only time will tell about that. But yeah, I mean, this is the show, man. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. And like I said, I don't think LA Knight's winning. If it's at Money in the Bank, if they're holding this off, like if this is going to be like a hold off thing, which I don't think it is, because he's so he wants to handle him next week or something like that. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think he should be going for Money in the Bank. Or I don't think he should be going for the world title if he's not going to win it. Okay, if he isn't winning, I have no reason to invest in this match. Because why would I invest in a match that I know he's going to lose? Because they've done this his entire career. He gets to the mountaintop of something and he loses. He gets to the finals in the John Cena thing and loses to Gunther. He gets close to these Money in the Banks. He doesn't win. He gets... he gets close to the King of the Ring, right? The King of the Ring, he loses then to Jey Uso in a Fatal 4-Way and has to take the pin. It's bullshit like this where it's like, well, if he can't win a marquee thing, how am I supposed to believe that WWE is actually going to pull the trigger on him winning the world title? Okay, against Roman Reigns, when you know damn well that Roman is being presented as this fucking mob boss bullshit. Okay? So no, man, I don't buy it. I don't fucking buy it at all. Don't buy it for a fucking second that he's winning this match. Okay? That's what I gotta say. If LA Knight wins, of course I'm gonna fucking be excited and I'll admit that I'm wrong, but based on how WWE is booked, I have no reason to believe that they are going to do that. Okay? I'm realistic. I'm fucking realistic here. Okay? I just tell it like I see it, man. But yeah. That's my thoughts. Yeah. I am the S Ultimate Goku. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that crap. I'm the S Ultimate Goku. Yeah, and I'm out of here. Peace. Also, besides my YouTube channel, to follow me on the Twitch, the Instagram, and I do have a Discord link in the description where I discuss various topics, including this one here. Now I'm out. Yeah, peace.